Welcome to Theory in a Nutshell. Parallel, relative, and enharmonic scales. People get confused about these three terms all the time, so let's get rid of some of that confusion. Parallel scales share the same tonic note, and they have different key signatures. So G major starts on a G and G minor starts on a G. But they do not have the same key signature. G major has one sharp, G minor has two flats. Okay, so any parallel scales will have the same tonic note: C major, C minor, B flat major, B flat minor, or even backwards, D minor, D major, if you want to think minor to major. So they share the same tonic note, the first note of the scale, but they have different key signatures. And it has to be the exact same tonic. It can't be F major and F sharp minor, because F and F sharp are different notes. It's exactly the same note. That's a parallel scale, also known as tonic scales. Relative keys, they have the same key signature, or relative scales, but different tonic notes. So you can see G major has one sharp, E minor has one sharp. They are relatives. They kind of like cousins. They kind of share a grandparent, the key signature. But they start on different notes. They do not share the tonic note. G major, of course, starts on G. One has one sharp. E minor starts on E, has one sharp. So relatives have the same key signature, different tonic notes. They're only related, not parallel. Enharmonic keys have the tonic notes that are equivalent, the same pitch to here, but named differently. For example, F sharp and G flat, those are the same note enharmonically. When you play an F sharp on your instrument, you're also playing a G flat, depending on the piece you're playing, what key it's in, whether it's going to be designated as an F sharp or a G flat. Okay, so F sharp and G flat are enharmonically equivalent. In other words, the same note to physically play and to hear. They are the same pitch. But on paper, there are different notes written down with a different spelling. F sharp as opposed to G flat. Okay, so F sharp major has 6 sharps, and it turns out that 6 flats is what G flat major has. But these two notes, G flat and F sharp, they are enharmonic equivalents. Same note to hear, same note to play, different on paper. So let's look at a couple of these. We're going to name 3 things. We're going to name the parallel minor of F major. We're going to name the relative harmonic minor of D major. And we're going to name the minor enharmonic equivalent of A flat major. These are some of the questions you might be asked. So first one, name the parallel minor of F major. Well, we know that parallels share the same tonic note. So therefore, they're not going to share the same key signature. The answer is F minor. F major, F minor. Same tonic, different key signature. Okay. Now we wanted to name the relative harmonic minor of D major. D major has 2 sharps, and B minor, its relative, has 2 sharps. Again, they do not share the same tonic. They are relative. They share the same key signature, but a different tonic note. Okay? We can talk more about relative minors and majors and minors in my other talk about that. Name the minor enharmonic equivalent of E flat major. Now this is where people really have trouble because they're like, too many words. So break it down. First of all, we're looking at something to do of E flat major. Of E flat major. So we think in our minds, or we can write it down. Writing down is always a good idea. Here's E flat major. A lovely, nice scale, E flat major. Okay, then we go. Okay, they want the minor enharmonic equivalent. So forget about that for a minute. E flat major, enharmonic. Enharmonic equivalent. Don't worry about the major or minor or whatever. Enharmonic equivalent. So what is the same as E flat? Well, here, I put this in here so you can see E flat is the same as a D sharp, and harmonically. So therefore, we want to know what the minor is. So it is D sharp minor. Before this, we looked at the F sharp and G flat. Those are both majors. But here, they want to go into the minor. So we know it's E flat. We think, what's the enharmonic of E flat? Break it down. Then we say, well, that's the minor key. So it's going to be D sharp minor. Okay, so this D sharp and that E flat are enharmonic equivalents. The same note to hear, the same note to play. Okay, So the answer is D sharp minor. E flat and D sharp are the same pitch. I hope this helped.